Look around you in any corner of Africa, be it from the streets of Lagos to the boulevard of Nairobi, or from the cafes of Cairo to the offices of Johannesburg. There is an energy that's transforming lives, one business at a time. You feel it, don't you? I'm talking about that burning desire to build something meaningful. That is to create wealth not just for yourself, but for your own community as a whole. Yeah, if you guessed it right, I am talking here of you being part of Africa's unstoppable rise. My name is Elvin G, and if you are new to the channel, it might interest you to know that I have taken it as a personal mission to make sure that you attain your financial independence as soon as possible. And that's why in today's video, I am here to tell you something that could change your life for good. One thing you should know is that the biggest opportunities of 2025 aren't even found in the biggest places. They are actually hiding in plain sight, in services that everyone needs, but few are providing professionally. So today, go-getters, I am going to be pulling back the curtains of 5 service-based businesses that will be creating millionaires across Africa this 2025. These aren't just businesses, all right? They are actually solutions to real problems that people will gladly pay for. And the best part is the fact that you can start with what you have and where you are. But let me warn you, alright? This isn't another get rich quick video. You all know on this channel we don't do that, right? We are always realistic. But be rest assured that what I am about to share with you has actually changed lives already. We have a case of Kruma in Ghana who started with just $1,500 and now employs 22 people. We also have another case of Mohammed in Cairo, who turned a simple service business to a whole business empire. So now the only question is, will you take action or will you let another opportunity pass you by? So stay with me, go-getters, for these few minutes as I will be walking you through exactly how you need to position yourself for success in Africa's fastest growing service-based businesses this 2025. But before we do that, please do well to like this video already and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you are new to the channel, please endeavor to go to our playlist and catch up with everything we've done so far. It might also interest you to know that Africa Today has got an investment club that you might join anytime you want to, all right? So if this is something that interests you, go to our membership and you're going to find all the details there. And that said, let's get straight to the video. So the first service-based business I am going to be talking here about is something that very little or no people think about at all, but is very, very lucrative and has got a very high return on investment. So I am talking here of a camera and drone repair. Now let's talk about why this business will explode. Now the first reason is obviously the fact that Africa's content creation industry has grown by 400% since the year 2023. So here's what makes a camera and drone repair business incredibly lucrative. Now, a lot of people have camera issues or drone issues and they don't know where to go to, all right? Talking to you right here, if my camera gets to malfunction, honestly, living here in Yaoundé, I know of no camera and drone repair service where I could go to, all right? And a lot of people don't as well. I can assure you, go-getters, that this sector is still almost virgin. Yeah, so this is a sector that if you're a smart goal-getter out there, you are going to be hopping on it right away, because this is a secret that you might not get the chance to hear somewhere else. Do you even have an idea of the amount of content creators who are going to be facing these problems as the days go by? Because mark you that more and more people are joining the content creation industry. And those people are going to be needing these services, all right? So if you are a smart youth out there looking for what to do with your time and energy, please endeavor to learn the camera and drone repair skills, for this is something that is going to make you super rich in no time. People just need to know that you offer those services, and nowadays it's very easy for people to know your location or how to find you, right? You can do that online. Everyone knows that everything happens online now, so there's no need for me going deep into that. There's this guy in Kampala who actually started something like this, all right, and he is cashing out real big. He said he noticed photographers traveling 300 kilometers to Kenya for repairs. And guess what he did? He started with just a repair kit and YouTube tutorials, all right? So this guy didn't go to a physical training workshop to learn the skills, because by the way, there was none around him. So he just focused on the YouTube tutorials he got on YouTube. And mark you, this guy now runs Uganda's largest camera repair chain. Let me give you an idea of how he charges his client, all right, for you to have an idea of how lucrative this business is. For a sensor cleaning, for instance, he charges anywhere between $100 to $150 per service. For lens calibration, anywhere between $80 to $120. For a drone motor replacement, for instance, the client is going to be spending not less than $150 to $200. Now, for a circuit board repair, the client will be spending something about $200 to $300. And even for basic things like firmware updates and troubleshooting, the client will still be spending anywhere between $50 to $80. So you can imagine how much money this guy makes. So this guy said he makes anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 per month. And he spends just about $800 to $1,200 for his operation cost. So we are talking here of a net profit margin of 65 to 75%, which is good enough. And he said he took 3 to 4 months to break even. So this is a business secret, go-getters, that you could actually tap from. So I would advise you do things like creating a repair package for photography schools. That's doing something like partnering with the education sector. A lot of people do that. So that's something that you could incorporate into your business. A lot of people have tripled their income just by doing that. You offer training workshops for others to come and pay to learn and everything. And that's how you're going to be making some extra income in this sector. Now, mark you that this guy is dealing only with cameras. But remember, I told you of cameras and drones, because now drones are the order of the day. More and more people are picking interest in drones, all right? And when it comes to drones, it doesn't have to do just with content creators, all right? Even farmers do use drones. The pharmaceutical industry does use drones now for delivery. So a lot of sectors make use of drones nowadays. So I can assure you, goal-getter, that if you set up such a service-based business in any part of Africa right now, I'm talking about the urban areas, right? You are going to be a millionaire in no time. So second on our list, we are going to be talking about the solar panel repair and maintenance business. Yes, this also is a gold mine nowadays and is going to boom this 2025. And you know why, obviously, right? If you've been on the channel, I've told you about how much more and more people are picking interest in the solar panel system. And the reason is obvious. Given our situation where we face constant electricity seizures, there is obviously a big room for solar panels. Now, I want you to look at this as not just a business, all right? By doing this, you are solving Africa's energy crisis. With 48% of African businesses using solar power right now, you are good to go, all right? So here's the complete picture. A panel cleaning and maintenance will cost anywhere between $80 to $20 per service. A battery system optimization, for instance, will cost anywhere between $200 to $300, which is very good. So this is something that you're going to be making a lot of money for. You don't really need a lot for your startup cost, all right? You will just need some basic electronic tools that will cost maybe like $300 or so. Solar panel cleaning tools, safety equipment, a diagnostic software, which is something that will cost like maybe $150 or so. So you don't really need a lot, all right? With at most $1,000, you could kickstart with this business. Now, this industry is very lucrative because you are actually going to be having all sorts of clients, all right? You will be having at least 3 types of clients with this solar panel maintenance business, right? You're going to be having residential clients who are using solar panels, commercial clients, and even industrial clients. And do you know how much you could make from your industrial clients? All right, those are people who use huge solar power systems for their industry. So the repair and maintenance for such equipment is obviously very high as well. Like I said from the beginning of this video, go-getters, what we need is action. So if you're interested in any of these service-based businesses, take it as a personal mission to see what to do about them from January 2025. And please, if you do, come back and let me know. Give me your feedback and I will be glad to tell you that I told you. Now, the third service-based business I have for you that is sure going to be doing pretty well in 2025 is a business I talked about on this channel already in one of my videos. I am referring here to a premium shoe cleaning service. Yes, this is one of those businesses that is not yet very common in Africa, but the need is there. All of us have experience wanting to maybe clean our shoes. Let me take for instance our sneakers, all right? Wanting to clean our sneakers and they look so clean, but once they get dry, we find some funny lines on it that are so irritating. Yes, but when you give your shoe to a professional shoe cleaner, they know exactly what to do and how to do it in order for your shoe to be perfectly clean and stay new, that is, maintain its quality. So this business is not a regular shoe shine business, all right? We are talking of executive level service for Africa's growing professional class. So with this business, for instance, you are going to be doing things like deep cleaning, which people generally charge anywhere between $20 to $30. You are going to be doing color restoration, which is often between $40 to $50. Waterproofing, $15 to $25. There's this sole replacement, $50 to $70. And here's the kick, you can offer monthly plans for your clients, right? There are certain clients that you could be charging them, for instance, $100 per month, and they can bring their shoes and clean all within the $100, right? So you could make some offers that look interesting depending on how you value your services. It could be $120, it could be $150, it depends, and they've got the right to come and clean their shoes as many times as possible, or maybe a limited amount of shoes, I don't know, but whatever works for you. Now, the secret with this business also is the location. Yes, you should be very strategic when it comes to your location, because this is some business that, though we know people advertise their services online right now, but this is something that would do so well if you are located in a place where passerbys could notice you, because remember, this is a business that is not yet common. So it is important for you to place yourself strategically in a place where everyone could see you. So you can target places like corporate office districts, high-end malls, luxury shops, luxury hotels, private clubs, and also places like executive residential areas where you could actually get high-end clients that will be ready to pay very well for their shoes to be cleaned and maintained. I saw this guy in Nigeria who started in a bank lobby, right? He just started his little shoe cleaning business there and let everyone know that he was doing something like that. And being placed in such a location, he could easily access his target clients. And within a year, he succeeded to secure contracts with 5 banks and 3 hotels in that vicinity. And that alone earned him $3,500 per month, with 85% profit margins. Isn't that wonderful? So this is something that if you take seriously and you place yourself strategically well, like I said, you are sure going to be making a lot of money. Go get us, trust me on this. Now, the fourth business I have for you is virtual property tour business. Yes, this is something that is trending right now in countries like South Africa, but is still very new in the West African region, for instance, and in the eastern part of Africa. but this is something that is gaining grounds so rapidly. Clients love it because they don't have to stress, they don't have to go through the hazards of displacing themselves to go and visit properties. All right, there are people who don't really have that time. They want to visit a property, they want to purchase it, but unfortunately they don't really have the time to go there physically and see for themselves. So that's where you step in. All right, let me remind you that the African real estate industry is worth $5.2 billion and growing. And as I'm talking to you right now, virtual tours are no longer a luxury, but are fast becoming essentials. So a lot of people are adhering to that idea. So for people who do the virtual tour service business, they will charge about $200 for a basic virtual walkthrough. Now, for a premium tour with drone footage, for things like the 3D floor plan, $350. For a virtual staging, it could be like $100 per room. And for a property videography, it is at least $300. So this is a sector that is quite lucrative, all right? So all you need to start this business is just to have a 360 camera, a drone with like 4K capability, an editing software, high-speed internet, and maybe a cloud storage, and you are good to go. Now, here's your market strategy. Remember, you are going for luxury real estate. Here we are talking of something like 40% revenue. When we go to the commercial properties, we talk of 30%, hotels and resorts 20%, and if you go to educational institutions, we are talking of 10%, all right? So imagine having this percentage of clients from all these sectors. You are going to be making some good cash for yourself. Now, what I would advise you do is to start with residential properties, all right? Because as a beginner, it's good to start with residential properties and then expand to commercial real estate later on. And the good thing with this business is that just one successful tour can actually lead to an entire building contract. So this is something that you don't want to neglect, all right? That will get us. At this stage, I feel you need to have liked this video already, all right? Always remember that the only way that you could notify to YouTube that we are doing something great on the channel is to like our videos and drop comments, all right? So if you are liking this video, please endeavor to like it and drop a comment. You could simply say something like continue, which is going to encourage me, right? So if you love what I am doing, just type continue in the comment section and it is going to serve as an encouragement. For when you all don't like and you don't comment, it doesn't encourage us, all right? That's the least you could do for us. Help YouTube push our videos further, because the only way they can know our videos are good is from your likes and your comments. That said, let's go to the 5th service-based business I've got for you today. Now let's talk about writing, okay? We are going to be talking about professional writing service business. Yes, that's simply got to do with writing people's projects and whatnot. You need to understand that at this stage, Africa's business writing needs are skyrocketing. You can take care of people's business plans, website content, social media content, technical documentation, and many more. Do you know that a business plan will go anywhere between $500 to $2,000? Social media content could fetch you anywhere between $500 to $1,000 per month. The highest is even something like grant writing. If you are into grant writing, you are not going to be making anything less than $1,000 to even $3,000 per month. And you know what? The craziest thing about this is that you can do all of this with the help of AI, all right? Nowadays, people make use of AI for a lot of things. So what are you waiting for? There are lots and lots of people who need projects, social media content writers, and all the like, and you can use any AI tool to come up with this content and make the money instantly. So if you're interested in this business model, what I would advise you do is to start solo, all right? And then build a freelance network and get going, all right? So here are certain things I would advise you to as well. The first thing is, when you are writing projects for people or whatever, pay attention to quality control, all right? Invest in a proper training in order to do your work professionally. And I would advise you also create a feedback system, for it is going to help you to know if you are doing well or not. Last but not the least, focus on your customer satisfaction, all right? You could know that through surveys and all the like. Now, secondly, have a good market strategy. I would advise something like having a strong presence on apps like LinkedIn, all right? LinkedIn presence for B2B. Make sure you have a strong presence on there if you are into freelancing. Go to places like Instagram for your visual services. Have a WhatsApp business for your client communication, a smoother communication with your clients. Make good use of Google My Business listing. And finally, try local business partnerships. Yes, for there is nothing that helps nowadays as much as partnerships, all right? Especially for those who don't really have the funds to do something gigantic. Now, thirdly, your financial management. Don't joke with that part, all right? Have a clear pricing structure. Have a separate business account, and make sure to reinvest into your business, especially for the first 6 months of your business. So, goal getters, with these 5 business secrets I've given you for 2025, I am pretty sure that you are going to be changing your lives with these businesses, because these are not just businesses, like I said. These are businesses wherein you are solving real life problems. And these businesses offer high profit margins, and as if that's not enough, they are easily scalable. And last but not the least, goal getters, these businesses are going to do so well because they are meeting a growing demand. So what else can you want to invest in when it comes to service-based businesses, if not for these ones? So just make your choice and take action, like I said from the beginning of this video. And hey, remember, goal getters, start with one service. Like I said, one step at a time. Remember, your success in these businesses isn't just about profit, okay? It's actually about building solutions to African needs. So, goal getters, that said, hope you loved this video, and if you did find value in it, please share it with as many people as possible. For as I always say, the more we empower Africans, the greater Africa will be. On that note, hope to see you on my next one.